This is KARK4 News at 4.
I'm going for the Red Wolves all the way.
Of course I'm rooting for the Hogs.
The first ever meeting between two rival Arkansas schools will happen on the gridiron finally. Good afternoon, I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for joining us at 4 p.m. Arkansas and Arkansas State football will finally go head-to-head, but it will be a bit of a wait. The game not set until 2025. We have team coverage on this much-talked-about story today. Alexis Wainwright is in Little Rock at War Memorial Stadium talking to fans about the excitement, and Alyssa Orange is in Fayetteville. First to you, Alyssa. Talk about what this game will look like at this point and now in 2025.
Yeah, 2025 is a little bit of a ways away, so we don't know specifically what it's going to look like by then. But I can tell you this right now, Arkansas and Arkansas State excited about this opportunity. Sam Pittman, Butch Jones, those guys leading these programs. And, you know, by 2025, hopefully those two men are still there. Now, Hunter Yurchek said this in his press conference today. In terms of logistics financially, it's going to be a split of a cash guarantee as well as some tickets that would equal to a normal cash contract that they see with other Sun Belt schools when he talks about what Arkansas State gets out of this. But, Mike, when you look at this from a border standpoint, what does this mean to the state of Arkansas?
Well, I think it's big news today. It won't be as big news tomorrow. It will go into the background because we got to wait a while. It's going to be huge in 2025. And you have to ask yourself, what I think is I'm finally going to get to find out if Frank Broyles was right all these years in not wanting to play this game, because he said Arkansas would not benefit from it, only Arkansas State would benefit. I think Arkansas benefits from a big game in state. Now, if they lose it, it definitely might hurt. But as Hunter pointed out, and baseball is not football, but Arkansas has already lost to Arkansas Little Rock in baseball, and they went to College World Series that year. I don't think it necessarily ruins your program or anything like that, but you know, you got to man up in a game like that, because the truth is one team is going to come after you big time, and you're kind of on the defensive if you're Arkansas in that game.
Yeah, I think so. Mallory, I do know fans very opinionated on this topic for sure.
Absolutely. Like you said, big news today. Everyone talking about it. Fans from both sides are excited and a little apprehensive about the matchup many thought would never happen, at least not anytime soon. Alexis Wainwright continues our team coverage right now. You spoke with a lot of fans today. How were they feeling about the announcement and finally seeing this happen?
Well, Mallory, it's been a long time coming. We're in War Memorial Stadium where thousands of people hope to be for that big game. Now, I talked with several fans who say they've been waiting a long time for this, and now that it's finally here, they're ready to buy their tickets. Now, September 6, 2025 is when people will be ready to see that game. That's when football fans will get to witness the two biggest teams clash for the first time on the football field. Now, the matchup between the Razorbacks versus the Red Wolves at War Memorial was announced earlier today in a press release from both universities. The announcement was a clear part of a larger announcement of more of U of A football games coming here to War Memorial. And tonight we talked with people on both sides about this. Take a listen to what they had to say.
I'm super excited. I have family from Jonesboro, and so it's going to be a really fun in-state rivalry.
So I've grown up just an Arkansas State fan, never really entertained the thought of being a Razorback fan. And when I was little, I just wanted them to play so bad.
This is going to be different in the preseason. Now, while the Razorbacks have played several times here in Little Rock, this is the first time since 2006 for Arkansas State to play here at War Memorial. Now, again, a lot of excitement across the state for this game. Again, asking us when can they buy their tickets. Now, since we're already here in War Memorial, I have the chair, I have the palms ready to cheer on both of those teams. I think since we have 4 years, we have a lot of time to sit here and tailgate until that game. We'll have much more sound coming up from fans and how they feel about this game coming up tonight at 5. But for now, Mallory, we'll send it back to you.
Alexis Wainwright live. War Memorial Stadium's filled very big for War Memorial as well. Alexis, thank you. We'll see you at 5. Former Red Wolves quarterback Philip Butterfield and our own DJ Williams will join us in just a moment. And Philip is a former ASU quarterback. We want to go live to beginning with Philip with the big announcement. Tell us what this means and what this would mean for an ASU player to play on this field against the Razorbacks.
I think it's definitely an exciting moment for the entire program, the entire state. I know that for us 10, 15 years ago, this would have been a dream come true to try and play an in-state team like Arkansas. But I think the guys are going to be fired up going into the season and going into 2025 as well.
Absolutely. What has the buzz been for you? I know everyone on the ASU campus, everyone in Jonesboro, they have been looking forward to this if this could ever happen. Talk about the buzz around campus.
Well, I'm actually up in Little Rock, so I don't know, but I've been talking with a lot of people throughout the day. There's obviously been a lot of rumors throughout the years, but everybody's extremely excited about the opportunity to play Arkansas.
Absolutely. ASU has always represented Arkansas, the state of Arkansas, on a national stage very well, always heading to bowl games. You have had incredible teams in the past. This is quite a matchup, one that many never expected to happen, including our own DJ Williams here on the team. DJ, you were the top tight end in the country. You played for an unbelievable team. You were shocked by this news, DJ, when you heard it today. You thought that we were joking when we said the Razorbacks were actually going to play the Red Wolves.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke when they asked me to come back into work. I said, what's going on? And then I looked online. I was like, oh, wow, this is actually happening. One thing that I hear a lot is, a common theme like, everyone's excited for this game. I hate to say it, I just feel like everyone should be correctly described as Arkansas State, maybe alumni or fans. Outside of that, when it comes to a business or a program decision, I just don't think it's the best necessary move for Arkansas. The only reason I say that is the support for Arkansas across the state is just second to none. And so when it comes to a game like this, Arkansas has everything to lose and absolutely nothing to gain. Whereas when you look at a program like Arkansas State, I will say, has been impressive of what they've done as late, and they have earned a game like this. But yeah, they would have everything to gain in this and absolutely nothing to lose. So I get why my friend over there, old Philip Butterfield, would want to play the Hogs. I get it, And I like hearing him say that because the competitive edge comes out. The only good thing I see, Mallory, is Arkansas, the Razorbacks, actually having a rivalry game. We talk about LSU. We talk about Texas. They don't care about us. Now, the A-State, in-state game, I think would be a very interesting matchup each and every year at War Memorial Stadium.
And DJ, we are still now about 4 years out from this game. What motivation does this give for the Razorback players over the next few years to improve their game heading into this game?
Very strategic by Hunter Yurachek, giving Arkansas time to get their stuff right. Because I will say Arkansas of late, if they play one of these A-State teams that are playing exceptionally well, it may not be the best idea for Arkansas to play Arkansas State, So I think it was very strategic about the timeline of giving Sam Pittman time to get his recruits in and building a firm program before they take on a hot program like Arkansas State, even though they got a new head coach.
And DJ, before we go, what do you think? The buzz of the newsroom today is, what will this matchup be called? We think David Basil's probably already working on that trophy. He's probably been working on it for years.
He's had a sketch already ready for this thing. All right, so we're about to have another David Basil trophy, and it just needs to be a name we collectively agree upon. And like I said, all that being said, Mal, this is only scheduled to happen one time. So we'll see how it goes, what happens. I'm sure they're going to look at the financial benefit, not just for both programs, but for War Memorial as well, to see if it can bring some life back to the capital city as far as sports venues are concerned.
DJ Williams joining us live. DJ, thank you so much. I can tell you this, every person in the state of Arkansas will be playing this matchup. Let's bring Philip back in. Philip, what do you think for a name? That's the buzz. What do we name this matchup between Arkansas and Arkansas State? You have any ideas?
Well, I mean, since it's going to be happening in Little Rock, I think you have to kind of build off that name. I know the Battle in the Rock has been one name thrown around, but there's going to be plenty of ideas thrown out over the next couple of years.
And as a former ASU quarterback, what are your thoughts on War Memorial Stadium? I know for Razorback players, some were divided in coming to War Memorial. Of course, here in Central Arkansas, we love it when anyone can come and play here. What are your thoughts on it being played at War Memorial?
I'm excited about it. I think for a lot of former players and current players that might be from the Central Arkansas area, including myself, coming home and playing in front of a lot of our family and friends, I think it's an exciting venue.
Philip Butterfield, a former ASU quarterback, for joining us live. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Big buzz around the state today. Today's announcement with ASU is not the Razorbacks only edition. The Hogs will take on the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff later this year, also in Little Rock. That's also a historic game, as it will be the first time the Razorbacks will play an in-state school on the football field for the first time in more than 75 years. They'll play again in 2024. Both games will be at War Memorial Stadium. We have you covered on air and online with all of the details about these upcoming matchups. Make sure to have the KARK4 News app on your phone for all breaking news alerts. It is free to download in your app store. Up next, a Little Rock home shot up. We have details on who was hurt. Plus, why health experts are worried the downward trend in COVID-19 cases could reverse.